MacVoices at CES Unveiled. Displace shows off a wireless TV that can be mounted anywhere. Today's edition of MacVoices is supported by Kolide. Kolide is a fleet visibility solution for Mac, Windows, and Linux that can help you securely scale your business. Learn more at kolide.com/MacVoices. MacVoices is in Las Vegas at CES Unveiled. I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, this is Balaji of Displace. He's going to show you something or tell us about something, and hopefully we can show you, that's pretty darn interesting. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chuck.
So tell me about Displace and where this comes from.
Yeah. So Displace is the world's first wireless television. What it means is a TV, 55-inch 4K OLED TV that has no wires, no ports whatsoever, and it's all powered by batteries. And I'll tell you the reason why we created this wireless TV and why should people care about this, right? So I've done 2 startups before, and this is my 3rd startup. And both my startups before were in the TV space, where we created my first company created the world's first mobile to TV device that connects to the TV, so you can actually control the TV using mobile phones. And then my second company, we created the world's first second screen-based controlled experience. So there's a device that connects to the TV. You have a second screen, like a tablet-like experience, and then you can control the TV. And both companies got acquired. But one thing that I realized was, whatever innovation that you bring in the accessory device that connects to the TV, at the end of the day, if the TV experience is not good, then you're not delivering the right user experience. So that was one of the main reasons we thought, okay, the TV experience has to be reinvented. Because if you look at TVs, the innovation is only on the display technology. As a TV per se, it's still pretty much the same as for the past 20 years. And the second thing is, I've always wanted to have a TV in my kitchen. I've always wanted to have a TV in my small bedroom. But you have to find the right spot to put the TV, because you have to power on, and then you need to run wires for whatever reason. So, and we are seeing a world where people will be willing to put multiple smart displays on their walls, just like a photo frame, but it should be easy enough for them to do it. So then we want to achieve that vision. Once you have that, established, then the kind of value that people get out of these displays will be enormous. But for that to work, we went backwards to see what needs to be done on the TV level. So we re-architected the television completely from bottom up, where the first thing that we had to do was remove the friction of having wires dependencies. So we created the wireless TV that's run on batteries. Now, when you talk about batteries, you don't want people to be plugging in the TV every night like an iPad, right? So we created a proprietary battery assembly system where each TV comes with 4 batteries, and each battery can be independently plugged out, and then you can charge them, but the TV will still be functioning. And we also have made sure that the TV will last for at least a month of active use of 6 hours a day with 4 batteries not swapped at all.
Wow.
So it's going to be more than a month, because 6 hours a day is a lot of TV time, right? So that is the wireless aspect of it, where we have a base unit that is what is doing a lot of work, and these TVs will be talking wirelessly to the base unit. But the second thing is, now you have a wireless TV. So how do you take that and then put it on the wall, right? You don't want to depend upon a wall mounting person coming to your home and then mounting it. So we created a unique technology called active loop vacuum technology. So what it means is, you could literally take the TV, bring it closer to the wall, give a light push, and then it will magically stick to the wall. And we create a vacuum with a suction cup, and then we have special technology to keep it active so that it will not fall. So, and then we also have some backup mechanisms. What if the battery dies and all the stuff? So we deploy all the safety measures when the battery dies. And the third one is, you could put multiple of these 55-inch TVs together to form any size TV. So this is a 4K 55-inch TV. Now if you put 4 of these together, then you're forming a 110-inch TV, 8K resolution. So the reason why this is very important is, if you want to buy a 110-inch TV today, first of all, you have to have someone to bring it to your home, and then you have to have someone to come and install it on your wall, and then it's not going to move, right? So now you have to go to that room to watch that. Now, if you want to have a backyard party, for example, in our case, You could bring 4 TVs that you have in different rooms together, have a party, have a ball game that you would watch on a big screen, and then once the party is over, break it down, put it back in the rooms, and you can actually move these TVs wherever you want. So that is the benefit of modular TV. And many companies have actually tried this modular TV before. Even Samsung Tiles was a modular TV, but again, they have wires, and each tile has to be wired, which means it's not going to be a consumer product. It's going to be more of an industrial, commercial billboard type of product. But we want to bring it more like a consumer experience, like consumer product. And then once you have all these things, the user interaction is very important because people still carry remote controls. I cannot believe that both of my companies, we tried to kill the remote control. That was the goal. Because remote control is such an old technology. It works if you have like 5 or 6 content that you want to basically flip around. But now we are living in a millions of content world where remote control doesn't make any sense. So we have created a hand gesture based interaction. So we have a camera that can pop in and pop in and pop out, and then you could use your natural hand gestures. So if you want to, let's say you're watching a video, you're getting a phone call, you want to pause the video, you just simply raise your palm, it'll pause the video. And then if you come to the booth, we'll show you, you have 4 TVs stacked together. You could watch 4 different videos on these 4 TVs, and then you could actually point one of those videos, and then you can just do this. It'll zoom in to this 110-inch TV. It's fascinating, right? I mean, and then we also have facial recognition technology built in, which means you could be watching a game in your bedroom, and then you walk to your kitchen, it will know it's Chuck, and then it'll move the game from bedroom to kitchen without you doing anything. It'll automatically move it. So those are the kind of technologies that we have brought all of them together. And it is very important for us to basically do software and hardware innovation and bring all these things together. Only then you could actually achieve that vision that we're talking about. Bits and pieces of these things you have seen before, like hand gesture based interaction. Some companies have actually done this before, but not successfully. But some, like PrimeSense was the first company that did this. I think they were acquired by Apple or whatever. But they were more like a technology licensing play. And they say you can put a camera on the TV and you can actually get this. But fully integrated TV with all these technology innovations, both from the hardware and software level, tightly coupled, like vacuum technology, is important for you to achieve that vision. So that is the reason why we created this. And once we have these in homes, then we will slowly open up to developers. Now you can think about developers making use of the sensors that we are opening up, and where it is, if it's in the kitchen, then developers can actually create value for customers, not necessarily just on the video aspect of it. It can be beyond television. So yeah.
So a bunch of questions here.
Yeah.
So the first question is, how are you communicating these signal? What are the signal sources supported?
Yeah.
And how are you communicating that to the TV? Is it Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's right.
Wi-Fi?
So the base unit is what will render every content, and then it's wirelessly communicating through Wi-Fi 6E. So that's what you're using.
Okay. So I can basically plug any kind of content in I want,
Yes.
and send it over to the TV, just like no different than if I plugged a cable in from anything to plug it into
That is
a normal
right.
TV.
That is right. So the base unit will have like ports for you to actually plug in, but we again, when it comes to content, the TV will automatically bring all the content for you. You don't need a content streaming device to be plugged in, because the base unit by itself, it will actually play Netflix, Hulu's, Disney Plus, all of those stuff. So you don't have to have any extra device to play that.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. So all those videos that you're watching here,
Right.
they are actually coming from real source. We are not actually having like a dummy video.
Right.
Right. So you can watch ESPN, you can watch all those things. So we are using browser-based technology in combination with apps.
Okay, I was thinking more of broadcast TV, as opposed to a streaming system.
Right. So we want to actually bet on the future where all these over-the-air, all those things will be IPTVs in the future, and so we want to focus on the future where you should be able to get all this content from the internet, and we will be bringing that to the TV. So you don't need anything to be connected. But that said, you can connect devices like Xbox, for example. So people will want that. So we will have support for that, but not for content devices.
Got it. So what kind of weight are we talking about here for
So
this
that is,
device?
that is one of the most important things that we want to actually focus on when we started this project, because 55-inch TV we have achieved under 20 pounds, so which is unheard of. We want anyone to be able to pick it up and then stick it to the wall. So in fact, that is why we also focus on these kind of pockets here for you to pick it up very easily. And we also have pockets on the top. So if you want to pick it up like this, then you need that user experience. So it will be under 20. It is under 20 pounds now, but it will go even lighter.
And looking at it, you have almost no edges to it, so that if you put those four 4K TVs together, you're not going to see a whole lot of lines.
You might see a really
little
thin line, but that is also something that we're going to be improving on in the next few months. We're going to be working with companies like Corning to create a wireless, the bezel-less display. So there are ways to do that, but maybe version 2 we will have a fully bezel-less display, so that when you put them together, you won't see any seam.
Yeah.
But even now, it's super light. So.
Well, yeah, it's very impressive. It looks great.
Yeah.
So availability, is this available now?
December 2023, we are shipping, but we are taking reservations starting 5th of CES. So.
You got to ask the price.
So for CES, we are announcing a special price. One TV plus one base unit, we are selling it for $3,000, $2,999. And then we are also offering 2-pack and 4-pack, which means 2 TVs plus one base unit, and then 4 TVs plus one base unit. 4 TVs plus one base unit, you can actually get it for only $9,000, $8,999, because you're talking about like 110-inch TV now, right? So, and it's very much comparable to any other TV that you have seen, and it's an 8K TV if you put them together. So, yeah.
So you may have already answered this, but I'll ask it this way. Does that 20 pounds for the TV include the batteries installed?
Yes. So 20 pounds will have 2 batteries, but the thing is, you can run the whole TV with only 1 battery. So it can be even lighter if you don't put all those batteries. So yeah.
But I can have 4.
You can have 4,
to power for a longer time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Very, very, very nice. Are the battery? I assume the batteries are proprietary for your system.
Yes. So battery assembly system is actually proprietary, and we are also actually making this. We don't have any innovation in the battery per se. We are actually working with the manufacturer. So even these batteries will go lighter and smaller. But for CES, we didn't have time to actually make it lighter and smaller.
No, it's a very, very cool device.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
I was watching them carry it around the show floor here while the videos are playing.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's great. So great.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
The website where we can send folks.
It's displace.tv.
Displays.tv.
Displace.tv. Yeah. Great. Right.
Thank you very much for the
Thanks,
time.
Chuck. Right,
Great,
thank you.
great product.
Thank
great
you.
product.
All right.
Folks, more from CES Unveiled in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.